Chapter 4. Where there's smoke, there's fire. The morning of the product launch, you stare into the mirror at your favorite tailor's luxurious atelier. Welcome back, Miss Kincaid. How can we be of service today? I need to suit up, and George here is going to assist me. I'm honored. Which supervillain will be catching? Play close attention, George. You wanted a business education, so here's your first lesson. The power of appearance. You mean that it's important to dress well? You rub at the crease forming between your eyebrows. It's much more than that. You're not just choosing an outfit, you're choosing what you want to project to the world about yourself. Couldn't have said it better myself. For example, today at the launch, Dante will be in his usual high-end suit with a USA pin. He wants to tell the world he's important. The pin is a symbol of politics. And if he wears it on his chest, so it's unmissable. Which means that anyone who looks at him will know he rubs elbows with the movers and shakers of this country. Now, let's try Sabrina. What do you think she'll be wearing? She'll be wearing a short skirt with a matching blazer and her favorite diamond bracelet, which means she's a party girl, because the skirt is a nightclub staple. And she's also intelligent. That perfectly chosen blazer transforms her outfit from a party to business with minimal effort. She knows how to tidy up and how to look professional when the occasion calls for it. Exactly! And the bracelet, she sticks with a classic staple, so doesn't have to give a thought to accessorizing. Attention to detail is in her strong suit. She goes with a tried and true. Well, I hope you're paying attention, or paying as much attention to me as you are her. Oh, I assure you, I am. Even with her short skirt. Was she wearing one? I hadn't noticed. He laughed, cheeks warming under his gaze, which remains firmly on you. Now, we're going to put you to the test by having you pick something from me. Remember, anyone can wear a suit off the rack or shell out for designer clothing. Well, not anyone. You wave a hand dismissively. True wealth is understated, lush, clean lines, luxury fabrics with posh accessories always keep with the occasion. Knowing your industry means knowing its implicit dress code. The tech industry is notoriously more casual than the rest of the business world. I don't exactly think of you as casual. I'm not, but I am clued into the industry, and that's what my outfit needs to reflect. It's gotta be stylish, but relaxed enough to show I know that space. Go find me that. George's eyes dart around, clearly daunted by the selection, but the tailor places a calming hand on his shoulder. Here, this will make your search easier. George accepts the tailor's lookbook gratefully and flips through, considering each page with a serious frown. Finally, he holds it up for you to look at, pointing at a chic ensemble in gorgeous earth tones, styled with funky accessories. How about something like this? Hard launch. So basically, it looks like we're in prep school, but, I don't know. I'll take it. I need to wrap it. I'll wear it out. Excellent choice. He disappears to write up your bill while George badly pretends not to be checking you out. George, you have impeccable taste. I'm pretty sure you're just an impeccable model, but still, I'll take the compliment. You look, that is professional. Now, what the heck am I going to wear? Your, accompaniment. I can't lower the bar. George is interrupted by your phone, buzzing loudly from your pocket. I'd better get this. Hello? The court case is handled. Handled? Sabrina is surprisingly efficient. Define efficient. She pulled some Vitale strings, and just like that, the case was dismissed. Grate your teeth. How can you possibly win the game if they won't let you play with all the pieces? You know, we could have done a lot worse. Maybe it wouldn't be the worst thing for you to hand off some work to... Let me stop you right there. I might as well give away Dad's office in a yard sale. Well, that's a little extreme, but... Dante and Sabrina have no business with the responsibilities they've been given. They're going to run the company in the ground unless I take the power back. The more ground I let them gain, the quicker they shove me out of the running for CEO. Look, you're being a tad unreasonable. Perhaps once you've had time to cool off, you'll see that Sabrina... You wrenched the phone from your ear and in the call. You've heard enough. Let's go, George. Is everything okay? You grate your teeth as you pay for the suit and then pull him towards the exit. We have to get to the convention and make sure Dante isn't ruining everything I've worked so hard to build. My siblings are already useless leeches. I'll let them have this over my cold, dead body. The two of you head over to the convention space, which is already flooded with bodies flitting from one flash exhibit to the next. You focus on finding Trey in the crowd and are relieved to spot him lingering in front of the glossy white booth. Trey, there you are.
Fancy seeing you here, Cameron.
Trey's eyes travel down your outfit before snapping back up to meet your gaze.
Damn, I thought you wanted people to focus on the phone.
I don't mind sharing the spotlight. Good thing we managed to find you. This event is really blowing up. Which is all thanks to me, but of course all credit is going to go to Dante. Why should anyone acknowledge all the hard work I've been putting in for months? Dante hardly did anything. Before Dad decided to kick me off my own project, I oversaw all of this. This was my event. I'm sorry, Cameron.
Isn't there some comfort in knowing your planning was success?
No, not if Dante reaps those rewards, especially because we all know that this will count as a point for him, and only him, in the race for company control. The only thing we had any real say over was the launch date, which also required me making the tough call.
Yeah, about that.
He canceled the parts you ordered. He was apparently disgusted at your lack of quality control, but said he was unsurprised because he doesn't expect you to know any better. You grit your teeth, fighting the rage rising in your chest. Perfect! That's just perfect. Could this day get any possibly worse? Your companions give you a sympathetic look, and Trey takes your arm.
Come on, let's go wander the floor and see what's going on. A good distraction, if nothing else.
Good idea. I see a booth back there I wanted to check out. For a while, the three of you wandered listlessly about the bright lights and high-tech exhibits until you bump into a familiar face. Hey, watch where you're Oh. I'm so sorry, Cameron. Please excuse me. I didn't see you there. It's the product manager of Vitality, Eric something. You could swear he's about to burst into tears. Is everything okay? I'm just... No, nothing is okay. The event is going to be a catastrophe, and I don't know how to stop it, and I'm overwhelmed enough with running everything else.
What exactly is the issue?
The last few tests of the product signaled issues with overheating. I told Dante it wasn't ready, but Dante insisted on this live demo. I don't know how to convince him to call it off. Typical Dante. Okay, what can we do in its place? I proposed the idea of having me go up and talk about the product. I even have several videos of successful launches, so we still have visuals. That sounds like a perfectly viable alternative. Why don't we just go with that? Your brother insisted on having everything happen live. Told me the product is incomplete without a sense of showmanship. Of course. Dante's been in charge for 5 minutes and has already managed to ruin anything. Don't worry, Trey and I will take care of this. George, you stay and help Eric here. Yes, boss. You really think you can fix this? Just leave it to us. You and Trey zip through the convention together, hunting for Dante's signature slicked hair and shiny suit.
Should we look near the stage? If I was him, I'd be getting ready to go down in flames.
Good point. Let's head that way. I mean, can I just say, wouldn't this be a negative point for him if it flopped? I mean, remember, you've been kicked off the project. I'm just saying. As you change direction, your eyes catch on a large exhibit demonstrating one of the phone's coolest new features, body modifications. Ah, that's not something you see every day. All around you, users are having a blast. Your eyes flick from face to face as they stretch, blow up, morph with celebrities.
Cameron, we totally have to check this out.
Dre, you don't need to change a thing. You've got the kind of body people want to change to, not from...
Always the flirt, Cameron. I guess I'll let this one go to my head. A banter aside, don't you think we should try this out?
We really do have to find Dante. I don't want to get distracted.
It's not just a distraction, yes. It'll be a lot of fun, but it'll also give you a chance to check out the overheating issue in person. Don't you want to get your hands on it to see for yourself what he was talking about?
Let's do it.
Hell yes.
He takes you by the wrist and pulls you through the crowd. You plant yourself down at the first available station, submerged in laughter and energy.
Now we're talking. Have you seen this feature? Perfect match, your ideal date, instantly.
That sounds great, groundbreaking. Give me a sec to check in with Eric. We're here at one of the exhibitions now, so you can see the problem firsthand, keeping an eye out.
Cameron, take a look at this. Who knew technology could be put to such great use?
He waves a hand, waves a face in front of you. It's a mix of doodles and computer generation, but before you can really take it in, your phone buzzes with a reply. Yes, it's very cool. Just give me a sec, Trey. How long has the product been in use? We've only been here a minute. Give it a little more time. Are there any signs that indicate overheating? Many. The phone will begin to vibrate slightly. The screen might flash on and off randomly, and of course, you'll feel the heat.
Hey, you can even shape features. Cameron, look over here for a second. I want to get this right.
Glance over the screen and to see the face growing more details, as though a breathing painting is staring up at you both.
Almost done.
Your eyes catch on Trey's drawing, and you realize this perfect match looks thrillingly familiar. Hey, I don't remember commissioning a portrait.
Just a happy, very happy coincidence, surely.
Alright, Bob Ross. But the twinkle in his eye fully gives him away, and your breath hitches at the care he's taken to recreate your appearance.
Care to give any input?
Let's get rid of the bushy eyebrows. Please, I'm begging.
Why would you want to do that?
Are you kidding? They look like hairy caterpillars.
They do not. They frame your whole face, Cameron. They make you look powerful like you mean business.
Are you saying my bushy eyebrows could help me get the CEO position?
Assuredly, no one messes with brows like that. I should know. I've seen them grow.
You smack him lightly on the arm, laughing, recalling how young and thin-browed you were when the two of you first met. The smile quickly fades as an ache warms its way into your heart at the thought of your history with Trey. Maybe we should just move on to something else.
Cameron, what's wrong?
The past is just irrelevant. That girl you're drawing clearly wasn't enough to make you stay, so it's about time we both moved on. As you turn away, Trey catches your hand, his palm rough but gentle against yours.
I could never move on from you, not completely, no matter what I did or who I went out with. I never stopped thinking of you.
Your breath catches, he leans forward, the depth of his emotion shining through in his eyes. Well, clearly she hasn't stopped thinking about you either. You swallow hard, leaning in and inhaling his familiar scent.
Cameron.
You're not even sure which of you leaned in, but before you know it, your lips are brushing his.
I'd have definitely missed doing that.
Smiling, you move to kiss him again, but suddenly you notice that your hand is hot, far too hot. You look down with a gasp, but to find the phone is sizzling against your skin. Release, resume, remain. Release. You drop the phone in the nick of time and hits the table and bursts into flames. I guess we found the problem.
Holy hell, that was really close. Are you sure you're alright?
Yes, good thing I got to see this. The malfunction could probably be fixed by just adding a couple of thermal pads around the CPU.
Yeah, good thing I know how to treat burns.
The phone, still burning merely, lets out a crackle of heat and sends sparks into the air. You open your mouth to call for help, but before you can, a security guard swoops down from behind you wielding a fire extinguisher. The guard sprays the entire table in a frenzy, and after a few moments, the flames are out. Thanks for the save. Don't mention it. I was warned we might be needing these. You turn to Trey, aghast. We need to pass on the warning, Trey. Dante may be a prick, but he has to know what's going to happen if he stages that live demo.
But we better hurry, it starts in 15 minutes.
You find Dante pacing by the stage, muttering his lines to himself and flourishing his arms at random.
Better not let him get much further.
Dante catches sight of the two of you, and his polished grin is replaced by an icy sneer. What exactly do you want? Who the hell even let you backstage? Dante, you can't do the demonstration live. It'll ruin everything. Showing him the charred remains. You hold out the test phone, blackened and burnt through. You see, this is what will happen during the demo. For a moment, he stares at the wreck in your hand, silent, but in another heartbeat, he rolls his eyes and scoffs. Is that supposed to scare me? Well, tough luck. I ran through the specs. It's 50-50 on the phone blowing, and that's a chance I'm willing to take. Dante, you've got to be kidding me.
You're running a massive risk here.
You both may be too inexperienced to realize this, but the demo is our selling point. Physically seeing the phone in action is what makes people shell out $1,000 a pop. Without it, no one's going to give a crap. We'll be sunk. We'll lose all of our buyers when you send out a live broadcast of the phone setting someone on fire. Plus the lawsuits that entail. I can't believe you're petty enough to let your jealousy get in the way of this launch. I bet this isn't even a problem with the damn phone. Did you get Eric on this BS claim? He's so fired after this. What? Dante, it's got nothing to do with jealousy or competition. It's killing you, isn't it, that I'm getting this product out on time, under budget, with all the correct parts? You couldn't manage to do that, and you want me to stop from succeeding where you failed? It's pathetic, really.
Now hang on a second, she's just offered you proof, and you're the one too petty to listen. If you insist on doing this, the consequences will destroy you and Vitality.
And what makes you presume I want your opinion, even on this? Enough of this. I won't be lectured on business by a rat who jumped a sinking ship. You shouldn't even be here. Why, you little... Trey? Trey wouldn't burn down his business to prove a point. Part of being a good businessman is knowing when to take advice from people around you, whether you like them or not. Dante rolls his eyes so high that the pupils vanish momentarily. Save it for someone who cares. With that, he storms off, leaving you boiling. I can't believe he spoke to you like that.
Don't worry about it, I've heard worse. I'm madder about him not listening to us, but some people can't be told, they have to feel it for themselves.
Suddenly his eyes flick to you, his grin mischievous. I suggest you make sure he feels it this time.
Make things as hot as possible. Make this mistake one that your dad can't ignore.
Well, that's easy, you call your dad. You feel your pulse quicken as you turn over the possibilities. Oh yes. Let's turn up the heat. You rush after Dante, catching him just before the stage. You again? Alright, you got me. I was jealous, but I've decided to see to you as the more capable sibling, and do all I can to help. And what do you think I need from you? Not me, her. You lift your phone to show Dante a recent paparazzi photo of Angelica Ortez, internationally adored actress. Okay. Does that background look familiar? She's here at the convention? Yep, and I bet she'd do a demo if you personally asked her to. Oh no, it's a pretty big ask, last minute to change make. Well, you know, rumor has it she's hoping to meet the prospective CEO. She has a crazy pull with the 2025 demo. Crazy pull. There isn't a single internet user who doesn't stan her. She's a mother. She's got kids. You nearly roll your eyes out of your head, Dante. Really, it was the most ridiculous choice to plan an event with youth appeal. No, it just means they look up to her, hang on every word. She's got influence, Dante. And it is an election year after all. Oh no. Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt to invite her, provided she's competent enough to do the demo as well as I would have, of course. Of course. I'm glad you finally came to your senses, Cameron. I think I'll go ahead with this. Seems very promising. He marches off with even more swagger than usual. He finally let out a suppressed laugh. In a few more minutes, the demo is set to begin, and you find Trey in the audience saving you a seat. I know that look. What did you do? I took your advice. Dante struts on stage with Angelica in tow, his smile so wide it looks baneful. He holds up an unopened phone high over his head, and the spotlight shines down on the two of them. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the demo of Vitality's latest grand unveil. Now please give a round of applause for my honored guest, Miss Angelica Ortez. A thunderous applause roars over the crowd. Angelica smiles benignly before pulling the phone from this packaging and turning it on with a flourish. Oh wow, that was pretty devious, Cameron. We have here the pinnacle of technological ingenuity and innovation. You'll see, Miss Ortez can send a text with just one swipe or search the web with just one button. Dude's never used a phone in his life, apparently. As he drones on, punctuated by the occasional silvery giggle from Angelica, you feel your eyelids beginning to droop with boredom. Is the phone supposed to be doing that? You look up to see the phone flickering and shaking in her long-nailed fingers. Oh god, it's going to blow. You open your mouth to yell, but it's too late. The phone catches fire, sending sparks everywhere, lighting her gorgeous hair on fire. She screams for help. Eric rushes on stage, frantically wielding a fire extinguisher, hosing Angelica down while Dante flaps his arms pointlessly. Not again. Careful with that thing. This suit is 100% cashmere. Take good care of Angelica. Finally, the last sparks disappear in a flurry of white foam. He did it. The fire is out. There are a few more puffs of white, and then Angelica emerges teary, breathless, her hair more than half burnt and blackened to a crisp. Oh god. What did you do to me, you monster? The cameras swarm forward, clicking incessantly at the wailing. Angelica is led off stage by the product manager. You step towards the reporters. Hey, Dante? I heard reports that you knew this would happen. Seems reckless, dangerous, and untrustworthy to put someone's life in jeopardy for profit, don't you think? It doesn't seem like something a real leader would do. You've said the magic words. The media homes in on Dante, firing off a flurry of questions while he sputters incoherently. What kind of leadership would stoop to such tactics? Is this what we can expect from Vitality moving forward? How can any of your users trust you, or employees for that matter? Mr. Vital, what is your message to others who fear their lives are worth less than a quick buck? The media is in a feeding frenzy. Dante seems not just speechless, but utterly pathetic. You take the chance to sweep in. I'd like to assure everyone that we were aware of the issue and have already taken steps to remedy it. My brother went rogue for this demonstration, but the rest of us at Vitality absolutely put safety over profit. I apologize for what you all had to witness, and especially to Miss Ortez for what she's experienced. I was removed from the event planning for my voicing my concerns, and clearly would never have allowed this. The reporters swivel towards you, cameras held up. Cameron Kincaid, would you like to make a statement?
Didn't I just do that?
I absolutely would, and my statement is this. With me in charge, you could expect far more firepower rather than fire from our products. Some polite laughter and a flurry of activity in the crowd at your response. You momentarily blinded by the flashes of the reporters nod approvingly amongst themselves. You certainly look the part of leader. You'd make one stylish CEO. Can we get a close-up? This is the paper's cover page. The media finishes up, dispersing like a swarm of bees and leaving you to rejoin Trey and George once more.
I gotta hand it to you. I've never seen anything so absurdly catastrophic.
You glance around, guest after guest drops their unopened phones like they're already hot. Yikes.
And to top it all off, apparently Angelica Ortez was supposed to be on set for a movie shoot tomorrow. Production will be halted.
Oh no, what a disaster.
Damn, why does evil look so good on you?
Because sometimes it's all about sending a message. Not about the money, it's the message. There's no way Dad could possibly miss how badly Mr. Goldenchild messed this up. Well done indeed, but just in case... let's not make it worse and make it more something that can be remedied. Let's just do it to the group chats. You whip out your phone and find the live stream. Concluded, but still online. In a few clicks, you send the link to the group chat. I just wanted to make sure you all caught today's demo. Elizabeth, this isn't a right to gloat, Cameron. Don't you think you've humiliated Dante enough? Oh, boo-hoo!
Enough. Your feckless son nearly burned down the company I've been building for decades, and you're worried about his feelings? This is a disaster.
I thought your phone was set to vibrate. Not for my father.
Wow. Even his ringtone sounds angry.
Hello?
What in the hell is going on down there? My eyes better be playing tricks on me.
I know you must be furious, Dad. I told Dante this would happen. I warned him. Eric, the product manager, warned him. He had all the information, and he chose not to listen. And I told you that your golden boy wasn't up for the task of taking over.
Well, I guess you might have been right in this case, Cameron. But don't let it go to your damned head.
You suppose you shouldn't be surprised that your father won't budge an inch. At least not yet, and you know the magic words to change that. Luckily for Vitality, I have a backup plan.
You do? His voice immediately grows skeptical. What kind of backup plan?
A good one, trust me. Come on, Dad. What other choice do you have?
You take care of it then. Just don't screw this up again, Cameron.
I mean, your son screwed it up the first time. And technically, you screwed it up the first time because you got shot at the last reveal event. God, you guys are really crashed and burning lately, aren't you? You open your mouth to point out you didn't screw up the first time, but he cuts the phone off before you can get the words out. You lower the phone, mind and heart racing.
So, you're on cleanup then. Great. I can help you get started.
Me too. Just fill us in on the plan. I'd be happy to fill you in. You know, once she has a plan. Just as soon as I actually have one. Yep, no surprise there. We don't need to click this, it's pointless. It's not like we gained any new information. So without further ado, thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Aside from that, please check out that video that I recently posted. I'll include a link that you'll see here on your screen, but long story short is, just check that out. Right, I know some of you were asking about why I didn't voice last week's Friday episodes, and I'm going to be honest with you. One, besides the fact that it was literally Christmas. I mean, let's be honest here. Or may I say Christmas Eve. But also the fact that, or no, it was Christmas. And on top of doing, you know, choices for Christmas, like right before, on Christmas, yada, yada, yada. Just a lot of things were going on there. and I voiced Bitten, and, you know, just a lot of things have been going on in the Choices community. Again, part of that video. And then just also, I'm having a real time just vibing with these books lately. I'm going to be frank with you. I just really am. And maybe sometime I'll talk about it and go into detail more. But, again, it's just, yeah, no, I'm having a real hard time lately. In all honesty, I feel like I need a break or something, right? But I figured I would try and voice today's chapters and just get it out there for you guys and make sure that you do get your content, as always, as I've done for 7+ years, right? So, anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Peace out.